Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Monday. We didn't do the muck spreading yesterday because we were rained off on Sunday. But I've come into the yard now, so we've got the MLA down in the concrete yard. It seems to perform really well around these tight spaces, so that's what I'm up to today. And we seem to mainly be getting the muck away from the cattle sheds. We thought, well, whilst we're doing the muck spreading, we'll get the muck out of the cow yard as well as obviously up on the field. So it's been quite a good opportunity to use the MLA around the yard, and it's got a good sized bucket on it as well, as you can see. So sometimes, you know, you do want a bucket for sloppier material, and with the slurry door down, it's made a big difference because I can keep I can retain the slurry, sort of sloppy muck in the back of the spreader, if that makes sense. Got the 6R on the muck spreader. We did put the 6.9 on just for a little bit. I know people like to see that machine on there, so that's what we put it on there for. So worked out pretty well. And I had Will down here muck spreading with it as well. You'll see Will, he was loading it the other day. I'll post a clip of that as well. But yeah, Will really liked this machine, to be honest. He wouldn't get off it, to be fair. He really liked it. And I can see why. Tremendous pushing power in the cattle yard here. Just tremendous. Good proper whack of muck going into the bucket. Of course, you then got to be careful when you turn, lose lift capacity a little bit, but it's no problem. As you can see, I've turned the machine off, turned the other machine off now because of the diesel prices these days. But yeah, I always leave a load in the bucket so that when you come back, you've got one ready to go on. I really like the slurry door on this because it retains, you know, sloppy muck in there. Yes, it does drip out a bit, but it doesn't make a difference. They are really good, those slurry doors. First time using a proper slurry door, and great for sort of that sloppy muck you sort of always get around the farmyard, which you kind of want to get rid of, but you don't want to get a slurry tanker in for, if you know what I mean. So that's what's going on anyway. So it's up the field. Okay, so we've just come into the field, and as you can see, I'm using the tram lines to go up them rather than obviously, you know, drive across the rest of the field, because, you know, your tram lines, you know, reduces the compaction across the rest of the field. And it's actually quite a nice day today. It's sunny and the muck spread is going really well. It has got some good sized tyres on the back, which helps, you know, stops it going into the ground. You know, the weather has been a bit wet. That being said, we haven't really got much of a window with this farm as to when we can muck spread because of the overwintered stubble and the turnips. So we can't muck spread in harvest because the turnips have got to go in. Can't really do the muck spreading too late in the spring because the spring barley's got to go in, and then you can't do it sort of autumn time either because the turnips have to grow and the stubble's in overwintered stubble, which is a new scheme which the government want you to do. If we put the PGO on first, as a lot of you guys have been saying, then pop the old door up, then we can rev it up, pop the hydraulic floor on, and away we go. Now this 6R is coping well. It's a good machine, this one. I know a lot of people talking about the new 6R 185, but we don't really need anything too powerful. This is more than ample on this muck spreader. I'm almost tempted, you know, with this farm, sometimes you can probably get away with like a small 6, 7 or 8 ton muck spreader. The college I was at, they used to have I think it was an 8 ton rear discharge Marshall muck spreader. And, you know, sometimes with these farms, these little farms, you don't need anything too big. You know, a lot of people want everything bigger these days, big machinery. sometimes you just got higher costs, you know, bigger problems, and you know, you can get away with small muck spreaders. So yes, we hire a big rear discharge one every year, but maybe, you know, some of these farm sales and things, I don't know. You know, you see some of these, I know Funky Farmer's got his own rear discharge muck spreader, or side discharge muck spreader, with Marshall one, and you know, it works for him. And that's the thing, you know, you have to do on your farm what works for you. You know, everyone's farm is different, and you know, some people are saying, you know, it's a bit wet on this farm. Well, you know, I'm quite limited as to when I can spread the muck. So, you know, everyone's farm is different, everyone's farm works in a completely different way, and there's a lot of armchair farmers out there who you know, think they're experts about other people's farms, but they're not working on this farm, are they? So yeah, everyone's farm's different. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this done, and then wash the spreader off tomorrow, send it back, and send the MLA back. Yeah, peace and love, man, peace and love. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.